The Whirlwind PCDI and PCUSB are helpful tools to have on hand for schools, houses of worship, and personal events. The Whirlwind PCDI makes it easy to connect any consumer audio device, such as a laptop computer, MP3 player, CD or DVD player, or smartphone to a professional audio system. Typical 1/8-inch mini and RCA jacks found on consumer audio gear are unbalanced, which means you cannot run long cable lengths without adding unwanted noise. While the cables they use may resemble those of a balanced TRS cable, it's wired differently. In a TRS balanced cable, the tip is positive, the ring is negative, and the sleeve is the ground. In consumer electronics, the tip is the left audio channel, the ring is the right, and the sleeve is the ground. As demonstrated by this cable, two unbalanced signals are being merged into a single connector. Just because there is a ring on the connector does not mean it is balanced. If you try to plug this stereo signal into a line input on your mixer, it will sound low and you will only hear part of the stereo source. Unbalanced signals would require two line inputs on a mixer, each panned left and right respectively. But even this is not a great idea, as the cables could introduce unwanted noise. The PCDI takes unbalanced stereo signals and converts them into low impedance balanced XLR outputs so that you can run long cables without unwanted noise and plug them directly into the microphone inputs on a mixing console. The PCDI features three different common unbalanced input types: dual RCA, such as those found on CD players or DJ mixers, 1/8-inch mini jack, as found on MP3 players and mobile devices, and dual 1/4 inch, as found on keyboards and drum machines. No matter which type of gear you're plugging into the PCDI, make sure your volume is turned all the way up. This will ensure you have a strong signal and will prevent you from using too much gain on the mixing console, avoiding the amplification of unwanted noise. When one of any of the three input types receives a signal, the others are disengaged. You can only use one type as an input at a time. When using one of the three inputs, the RCA or 1/8-inch mini jacks become a through output, which allows you to feed the unaffected signal to another piece of gear, just in case you need to hear the signal locally for some reason. The pad switch adds 20 dB of attenuation to both the left and right outputs. Most devices will operate properly when set to the off position, but if your signal sounds distorted, engage the pad. There is also a mono stereo switch. When placed in the stereo position, signals are routed to their respective output. In the mono position, the left and right input jacks are summed into a mono signal that is fed to both XLR outputs. This allows the DI to become a splitter in case you want to send one version of the summed audio signal to a mixer and another to a different location. In stereo, the red XLR output is the right signal and the white XLR output is the left signal. Plug an XLR cable from each into a separate microphone channel on your mixer and pan the channels to the correct side. Each output has its own individual ground lift switch. Leave these switches in the ground position unless you hear hum occurring in either channel. Setting the switch to the lift position may help reduce it. If you want to plug a computer directly into your PA from the USB port, the PCUSB is a simple audio interface that converts your signal's digital audio into an analog balanced signal. Just connect the USB Type-B input jack to the digital USB port of any computer or digital playback device. Operating power is supplied from the USB port in the host device. 16-bit sample rates of 32, 44.1, and 48 kHz are supported. Like the PCDI, the PCUSB has individual switches for lifting the ground, for summing the audio from stereo to mono, and for attenuating the input signal by 20 dB. Both products are made in the USA and include a 3-year warranty. Whirlwind was founded in 1975 and has consistently been an industry leader in manufacturing audio solutions. The PCDI and PCUSB will convert unbalanced signals from consumer audio gear, such as laptop computers and smartphones, to stereo XLR signals for use with professional audio equipment.